Hi guys! If you love cooking as much as I do, please subscribe and like. My dream is 1,000 subscribers.
When you walk by every night, talking sweet and looking fine, I get kinda addicted inside. Baby, I'm so into you, darling, if you only knew. I don't know what it is that makes me feel like this. I don't know who you are, but you must be some kind of superstar. 'Cause you got all eyes on you no matter where you are.
How to make Twix cookies with just 5 ingredients. Mix together softened butter, sugar and flour. I find it easiest to use my hands. Roll out the dough. The trick is to flour everything, your surface rolling pin and even your cookie cutter. Bake in the oven and let them cool. Spread tinned caramel onto the cookie, then top with melted chocolate and gently smooth this out. Leave them in the fridge to set and that's it. Enjoy! Here's how to make a 1-pot Kinder Smash cheesecake. Crush up digestive biscuits and mix with melted butter, then pour into a ramekin and press down gently. Whisk together cream cheese, icing sugar and melted Kinder chocolate until combined. Then scoop onto the base and smooth it out. Pour melted Kinder chocolate over the top, then add a chunk of Kinder Bueno for decoration. Refrigerate for 1 hour. The top will harden, which is why I called it a smash cheesecake. Enjoy! Let's make chocolate chip cookie baked oats. Now, if you love a sweet breakfast but also want something that's filling and satisfying, then this is for you. It's super quick and easy to make, packed with oats, Greek yogurt, vanilla protein, and of course, lots and lots of chocolate chips. Just mix it all together and pour it into a dish, then top with more chocolate chips and bake in the oven. I like to serve mine warm with a drizzle of honey, and you can always reheat the rest over the next few days. It's so chocolatey and delicious. Enjoy! Let's make caramel egg fudge with just 3 ingredients in the microwave. Add white chocolate and carnation caramel to a large bowl, then microwave in 1-minute bursts on a medium heat, stirring gently until melted and smooth. Pour it into a lined tin and smooth it out to the edges, then cut your caramel eggs in half. This is the hardest bit, and push them into the top. Pop it in the fridge for a few hours, slice it up, and that's it. It's so soft and caramelly, and it's so easy to make for Easter. Enjoy! Let's make Nutella, strawberries and cream puffs. Cut heart shapes out of your puff pastry, or any shape you like. Then place on a baking tray and brush with egg wash. Give it a sprinkle of sugar and bake in the oven for about 8 minutes or until puffed and golden. Slice them in half, then whisk double cream and icing sugar to stiff peaks. Pipe Nutella over the pastry base, then pipe on the whipped cream and place the sliced strawberries on top. Place on the pastry lid, then dust with icing sugar, and that's it. They're so fresh and creamy and they taste amazing. Enjoy! Let's make Nutella stuffed protein French toast. So Hawaiian rolls are something I've fallen in love with in the US, but any small roll or chopped up hot dog bun will work. Mix together egg, milk, whey protein, cinnamon and vanilla until smooth. Then dunk your rolls in the mix, you don't need to soak them. Mix together sugar and cinnamon or sweetener if you prefer. Then toast your buns on a low heat on each side until golden. Coat them in the cinnamon sugar and they're ready to eat. Serve however you wish, they're perfect for sharing, or not, and any spread will work in the middle. So yeah, go wild. Enjoy! How to make cinnamon roll French toast rolls. Mix together butter, light brown sugar and cinnamon until combined, then cut the crust off your bread. Roll it out nice and flat, then spread over your cinnamon butter. Roll it up tightly so it looks something like this, then whisk together eggs, milk and vanilla until combined. Dip the rolls in the mix, you don't need to soak them. Then melt some butter in a pan and toast each side until golden. Mix together granulated sugar and cinnamon, then coat the rolls in the mix. For the icing, mix together softened butter, cream cheese and icing sugar until smooth. Then pipe it over the rolls or pop it in a dish to serve. And that's it! Let's make these super delicious raspberry crumble bars. Mix together softened butter, granulated sugar and plain flour until it comes together to form a dough. I find it easiest to use my hands. Split the dough in half, then press 1/2 into a lined tin, smoothen out evenly, then bake in the oven for about 15 minutes. For the filling, add frozen raspberries, raspberry jam, sugar, corn flour and lemon juice to a bowl and mix until it forms a bright red slush. Scoop it onto your cooled base and spread it out, then sprinkle the remaining dough on top and bake again for about 35 minutes or until golden brown. It's so fruity and buttery and just so delicious. Enjoy! Let's make white chocolate caramel cornflake crunch bars, and oh my gosh, these are so good. Melt white chocolate in the microwave, stirring in 1-minute bursts. Then fold in the cornflakes until they're fully coated. Scoop half the mix into a lined tin and spread it out, then pop it in the fridge for about 30 minutes. Add condensed milk, butter, light brown sugar and golden syrup to a saucepan and stir until melted. Then add white chocolate and stir until melted and thick. Pour the caramel over the base and smooth it out, then scoop the remaining cornflake mix on the top and spread it out evenly. Pop it in the fridge to set, and that's it. It's so crunchy and caramelly and chocolatey and just amazing. Enjoy! Let's make a salted caramel mini eggs tart for Easter. Crush up your Oreos using a food processor or a bag and rolling pin. Then pour them into a bowl and mix with melted butter. Scoop it into a 9-inch pie tin and press down firmly, creating a lip around the edge. Then pour in the salted caramel sauce and smooth it out. Pop this in the fridge for now. Melt dark chocolate and double cream in the microwave, stirring gently until it comes together and there's no lumps left. Gently pour it over the caramel and smooth it out, then leave it for 10 minutes. Crush up some mini eggs and sprinkle them over the top, then refrigerate for at least 4 hours. Slice it up and that's it. It's super chocolatey and it tastes so good. Enjoy! Let's make Nutella stuffed cupcakes topped with Nutella buttercream. In a large bowl, add margarine, caster sugar, self-raising flour, baking powder, beaten eggs, vanilla extract and milk and whisk until nice and smooth. Scoop it into 12 large cupcake cases, then bake until a toothpick comes out with a few moist crumbs on. For the buttercream, whisk together softened butter and Nutella until smooth. Then gradually add in the icing, sugar and milk and whisk until fully combined. Hollow out the middle of the cupcake about half the way down, then pipe in the Nutella. Pipe on the buttercream icing however you wish, then top with chopped hazelnuts, although this is totally optional. And that's it. They're super soft and fluffy and they taste amazing. Enjoy! Now let's make Rice Krispie Millionaire's bars. Microwave mini marshmallows and butter on a medium heat in 1-minute bursts, stirring until melted and smooth. Then fold in the Rice Krispies. Scoop them into a lined tin and press them down, then set this aside. For the caramel, add light brown sugar, butter, condensed milk, golden syrup and salt to sauce them. Keep stirring on a medium heat until everything has melted and it starts to bubble. It will then thicken and darken. Pour over your base and set this aside to cool. Melt milk chocolate and butter in the microwave in 1-minute bursts, stirring until smooth. Then pour over the caramel and smooth it out. Let it set, slice it up, and that's it. It's crunchy, caramelly, and chocolatey, and it tastes so good. Enjoy! 4 inches apart so they don't touch when they bake, and top with more chocolate chip cookie dough bars. Bake in the oven for 8 to 10 minutes. Gives a deeper, richer, and underdone when they come out. Use this trick to make them perfectly round whilst they're still hot. Now I'm adding more salt, but this is totally optional. As the cookies cool, they'll firm up. Wait at least 20 minutes before moving them off the tray. Then add those sugars and whisk until combined. Add 2 eggs and vanilla and mix these in. Then add plain flour, bicarbonate of soda and salt and fold these in. Add lots of chocolate chips and fold them through. Then scoop the dough into a lined tin and spread it out to the edges. Top with more chocolate chips if you wish and bake them in the oven, then let them cool fully in the tin before slicing them up. They're super chocolatey and soft and gooey and just amazing. Enjoy! Let's make cream egg stuffed mini eggs cookies. Add softened butter, light brown sugar and granulated sugar to a bowl and cream these together. Add 1 egg and vanilla and mix until combined. Then add plain flour, bicarbonate of soda and salt and fold these in. The dough should be super thick. Then add crushed mini eggs and chocolate chips and fold these in. Scoop up a ball of dough, then take off 1/3 and press it down. Unwrap your cream egg, then cover it with the rest of the cookie dough and roll it into a ball, making sure there's no gaps. Place them in a tray, cover them and pop it in the freezer for at least 3 hours. Overnight is best. Place them on a large cookie sheet at least 3 inches apart and bake for about 12 minutes. Let them cool before moving them, and that's it. They're super gooey and chocolatey, and they're perfect for Easter. Enjoy! Today is the day. My 3rd book, Fit Waffles No Bake Baking, is finally here, and I'm so excited for you all to receive your books. This book has 100 recipes inside that don't require turning on your oven. From cheesecakes to truffles, ice creams and trifles, rocky roads, mug cakes, mug cookies, Rice Krispie bars, pancakes and French toast, plus seasonal recipes such as a mini eggs cheesecake and a whole chapter of sweet and savoury recipes that you can make in the air fryer. This book is perfect for beginner bakers, keen bakers, or anyone that just wants to have some fun in the kitchen. All the recipes are easy to follow with accessible ingredients you can find at the supermarket. The book is available to order now across all major booksellers. Thank you so much for all your support. It means so much to me. I love you guys and I really hope you enjoy the book. Trying Taco Bell with my husband for the first time ever, and it wasn't quite what I expected. We ordered via the self-service, so I could take as long as I like without making it awkward. Of course, we had to order a Crunchwrap Supreme, and this was delicious. It had so many flavours, and I like the shape. 9 out of 10. Moving on, I tried the bright orange Doritos Crunchy Taco, and I really liked this. It tasted fresh and crunchy. 8 out of 10. Next, I had the chicken burrito, and I feel like this had no flavour. All I could taste was rice and tortilla. 4 out of 10. Then I tried the Mountain Dew Bar Jar Blast, and it was okay, but I think I'll stick to regular Mountain Dew. 6 out of 10. I also tried the chicken quesadilla, and this was kind of disappointing. Considering I love quesadillas, it was just meh. 5 out of 10. Finally, I tried the Cinnabon Bites, and oh my gosh, these were like little cinnamon donuts filled with cream cheese frosting. I did not expect that at all. 10 out of 10. Bye. I'm so excited to finally announce my brand new book, Fit Waffles No Bake Baking. It has 100 recipes inside that don't require turning on your oven. From easy to make no-bake cheesecake, microwave recipes such as mug cakes, mug cookies, chocolate cake and fudge. There's even a whole chapter full of air fryer recipes, including these strawberries and cream puffs, and savoury recipes like this chicken tenders wrap and pizza turnovers. It has recipes made on the stove such as pancakes, French toast sticks, Rice Krispie squares and Millionaire's bars, plus small bites like truffles and no-bake cookie dough. 50 recipes are brand new and exclusive to the book, and 50 are favourites from my social media. There's a great mix of chocolatey, vanilla-y and fruity recipes to suit all taste buds, with easy to follow instructions and no fancy equipment. This book is for beginners, keen bakers and anyone that wants to have some fun in the kitchen, saving energy without turning on the oven. It's available to pre-order now. Thank you guys so much for your support. I love you all so much. Let's make super fudgy Kinder Bueno stuffed brownies. Add melted butter and caster sugar to a large bowl and keep whisking until it turns lighter in colour. Make sure your butter isn't too hot. Then add 3 large eggs and whisk these in until they're really light and fluffy. This will make the brownies thicker and give them that really nice crackly top. Next, melt dark chocolate in the microwave on a medium heat in 1 minute bursts, stirring in between until melted, then let it cool slightly. Dark chocolate gives it a richer flavour and helps it set more firmly. Add Nutella or any chocolate spread and whisk it in until nice and smooth. Sift in plain flour, cocoa powder and salt, then fold them into the mix until there's no streaks of flour left. This is how I line my tins for a really snug fit. Scoop half the brownie batter into your tin and smooth it out to the edges, then place your Kinder Bueno sticks next to each other on top. Scoop the rest of the brownie batter on the top and gently smooth this out. Then bake in the oven for about 25 to 30 minutes. The edges should be cracked and it should no longer wobble. Pop it in the fridge for that perfect fudgy texture and a clean cut. Slice it up and that's it. Enjoy!
Fly me to the moon and let me play among the stars. Let me see what spring is like on Jupiter and Mars. In other words, hold my hand. In other words, baby, kiss me. Fill my heart with song and let me sing forevermore. You are all I long for, all I worship and adore. In other words, please be true. In other words.
Welcome back to Better Basics. If you've ever struggled baking blondies, I got you. People usually make 2 simple mistakes and we're going to fix them. Just cream together softened butter, light brown sugar and granulated sugar until light and fluffy. Then add 1 egg and 1 egg yolk. You can save the white to add to an omelette or something. Next we're adding in the vanilla. I remembered it this time. Now this is the first mistake. You don't whisk it enough. You need to whisk the mixture until it's really thick and light and fluffy. This is going to help it set properly. Next add in the plain flour and salt. You can use less salt if you prefer. Fold these in gently until they're just combined. The mixture should be super thick like this. Now for the add-ins. I decided to use white chocolate chips today, but feel free to use any flavour you like, or add some nuts or sprinkles, whatever you feel like. This is how I line my tins in case you missed it in the brownie video. This tin is 8.5 inches. Smooth out the batter, then bake in the oven for about 20 minutes. Remember, it may take more or less time depending on your tin size and the material. It should be crisp and golden brown on top with cracks around the edges, and it shouldn't wobble. Now, mistake number 2, you need to let it cool fully so it sets properly. Otherwise, it's going to be super gooey and you'll think it's underdone, but it's not. And that's it. Slice it up and enjoy. Let me know what you'd like me to make next. With Valentine's Day just around the corner, I wanted to mix things up a bit with a date night twist of one of my favourite dishes, nachos. I didn't have time to go to the shops, but luckily GoPuff had all the ingredients I needed delivered in minutes. This is an unexpected flavour combo you'll love. I'm calling these Melt Your Heart nachos, where your usual nacho toppings are swapped for a sweet alternative that's perfect for sharing. This recipe is super quick and easy to make and could work for so many different occasions, whether you're doing Galentine's, Valentine's, or just a fancy little date night. I lay up my nachos with mini marshmallows and chocolate chips, then put them in the oven to melt. Then, instead of sour cream, I made a vanilla cheesecake dip with cream cheese icing sugar and vanilla extract. Just mix them together until smooth. I then made the most delicious strawberry salsa with fresh diced strawberries, a little bit of honey and a squeeze of lemon juice. Just make sure you remove the pips. Mix it all together, then add them to your nachos. I also chopped up some white chocolate. This is our cheese to sprinkle on top. And of course, these wouldn't be complete without a drizzle of chocolate sauce and a dusting of icing sugar. This is perfect for any last minute date night. You can get all the ingredients delivered in minutes on the GoPuff app, plus any other essentials like drinks, snacks, and even a red rose to make your date night extra special. Enjoy! Welcome to my Airbnb kitchen in LA. I'm sorry I haven't posted a recipe in about 4 weeks. To be totally honest, I've been completely burnt out. I thought coming to LA would make me feel refreshed and inspired, and it did. It inspired me to get out of the kitchen and not make anything for the first time in about 4 years. But this was something I felt really inspired to make. The world famous The Rock's French Toast. It just felt appropriate, you know. I found the basics of the recipe on his page and kind of just wings the rest, but it turned out incredible. I mean, props to his personal chef for this flavour combination. So it's a 4 4-inch thick slice of brioche bread drenched in milk, eggs, vanilla and cinnamon. Cooked until golden, then topped with this incredible peanut butter, coconut and maple syrup sauce, vanilla whipped cream and toasted coconut flakes. Also, it's wild how ridiculously expensive groceries are out here. Because I had nothing in my kitchen, this literally cost me. It's my 30th birthday today, so I decided to make myself a cake, but I was not prepared for what I was getting myself into. For some reason, I decided to make a heart-shaped cake despite having no real decorating skills. Like, I can make the cake and the icing, but the rest of it feels like art and construction work to me, and I don't possess either of those skills. Now, I'm not exaggerating when I say getting the icing on this cake and smoothing it out took me 2 hours. That's after baking it and getting it into a heart shape. I almost gave up at this point. My back hurt, and I had a really strong urge just to jab this scrapey thing right through the middle of it. But I didn't. I decided to make a 2